Hello, folks. I'm doing a little mic check. What happens is here is a little behind the scenes if you're starting your own podcast. I'll talk and see my levels and then appropriate other people's levels to my levels. Now, it's not necessarily I have to be in charge, but somebody has to start, so we go off of mine. Kenda, what is the deal?
Folks. What's up, folks?
Leland, what's the last movie you saw in a movie theater? Not to start so personal, but we're just getting a level here.
Oh, definitely Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay, and did we enjoy it?
Oh, yeah, it was one of the best movies I've ever seen.
Great. Could I try to ruin it for you?
Yeah.
Okay, he was not diagnosed with AIDS until after Live Aid.
Oh, yeah, I looked up, like, all of the things that were incorrect.
Right? They did not break up before that concert. They were still making albums and touring.
Now, the one thing I won't let you ruin for me is if they didn't actually...
Wreck-It Ralph is not a real arcade.
Well, that's fine. If they didn't actually call the guy Miami Beach. Do you remember that guy?
Yeah,
because that was my favorite part of the movie. Him just accepting the name Miami Beach.
What is true is that when he found the love of his life, he did go door to door on the day of the big concert that he was nervous about. No, can you imagine?
Yeah, I guess that is a little below Freddie Mercury. He could hire like a team of dudes to do that.
Right, but that doesn't bother you? It bothered me. I'm like, you don't need to make it. The movie could be just as exciting if he gets AIDS later.
Sure.
And we're all devastated by it.
Well, did you hear about? Sacha Baron Cohen was supposed to play Freddie Mercury, right? And then he dropped out. Apparently, it was because like the main Queen guys that were still alive, wanted to make the movie about Queen rather than Freddie Mercury. So Freddie would have died halfway through the movie, and then the other half would have just been what they did afterwards.
Which is what?
I don't know, but Sacha Baron Cohen's like, no, this is dumb. Yeah, let's make this about the guy who died of AIDS.
Of course.
So.
Now, I like even in the beginning which I don't mind that stuff. I just the lies I didn't like, but you can exaggerate. But it's still comical to me when they were in the when he joins the band and he starts singing outside. First of all, that never happened. No. Freddie Mercury was friends with the original singer. Yeah. Smile. But anyway, they're like, "Hi, I'm Freddie." It's like, "Hi, I'm Brian May. I'm a physicist." I'm this other guy. I'm a dentist. Like, okay, that's how normal people talk.
Yeah, it's like you could talk about this forever. You love hating on this movie.
I hate it. I hate it. It angers me. I think I'm just trying to figure out how people are okay with it. And you know,
no, it's like a social experiment. Everybody who sits there and goes, "I loved it," you're like, "Please, just tell me how."
Yeah, how do you live with that? Yeah, none of it's fucking real. When they're showing all these different cities that they go to in the beginning, they didn't go to those cities. Like, what are you doing?
How do they even know how to act when they're not in that city?
They're playing songs that didn't come out yet. That's important.
Yeah.
Keith
thought he was watching a documentary.
I give a fuck. Give a fuck. Keith and the Girl documentary. I hope my character flies. Because who cares? It's a movie.
Yeah, absolutely. What did infuriate me, and I don't know if this is real.
We didn't just invent podcasting. I hope they say we invented TV.
Yeah.
Because who cares?
It's the movie.
It's just words.
Yeah. I was upset by how easily they got to fame. And is that how it happened in real life?
You know what? I don't know if it happened within a year or so, but in that movie, they just go 1 year later. I mean, they don't even explain why he names why he changed his name to Freddie Mercury. Like he sings that song on the piano, and his dad hears it. Like, you changed your name? Yes.
Yeah.
I don't remember what he said.
Something about I've been mulling over.
Yeah.
Well, I actually just thought of it right now.
Okay, that's his name then.
Yeah.
All right, that's how you do a mic check. Let's hear how that went. Let's see if I'm still upset.
Apparently, it was because like the main Queen guys that were still alive, wanted to make the movie about Queen rather than Freddie Mercury. So Freddie would have died halfway through the movie, and then the other half would.
That's some good shit.
All right,
that's some good shit. All right, so we'll play this little ditty. This is a song from Queen. Why not?
Hey.
not recording. No joke. Hold on. I can tell this is going to be a good one. Please hold. Can you sing a song? Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
And I forgot to wear a bra.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
When do you?
When do I? I have been a little bit recently because I decided to wear sports bras.
What do you mean?
It's a little more flexible. It hurts to wear a bra at the end of the day.
Okay. Well, hi, everybody.
Hi.
Lots going on. Well, lots going on with you, by the way. This divorce and your little weird celibacy thing, we'll get to it.
Right,
yeah, something's up. Hi, I have no bra. No, nothing's up. Today's guest, co-host of the stand-up show Tyrannosaurus at Rar Bar here in Astoria, Queens, featured on the Memphis Comedy Festival. Leland Long. How you doing, Leland?
Oh, I'm great. Good to be here.
Leland, it's good to see you. Your stand-up's fantastic, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
When did you move to New York City?
I moved here about a year ago.
From?
Arizona.
Okay, Tucson.
Tucson, Arizona, yeah.
I follow your tweets, of course. Bonafide Leland, you can follow as well. They always say Arizona is hot, but it's a dry heat. Same with New York. It's cool, but it's an emotional cold.
Yeah.
So true. Yeah. So true. Who do you stay with when you're here?
I stay with my uncle.
Okay.
I'm very lucky. He lets me live in his place without paying rent.
This is your dad's brother?
Mom's brother.
Mom's brother.
Yeah.
Okay. And he is in a relationship.
He is.
He's married.
He's just married, and he's gay.
Okay. Just got married, and he stays at the other guy's house.
Yeah.
And so you get to use his place.
Yeah.
How great is that? But there's a caveat.
Yeah.
Once in a blue, he says, you know what? You can't be home tomorrow. I'm helping out my friend. My friend needs to come over and fuck this girl behind his wife's back.
Well, no.
Okay.
It is.
It's the woman fucking
a woman
behind.
fucking a man. So the woman is the wife is cheating on her husband.
Okay, the wife is your uncle's friend.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I like your face, Keith. As we learned that it's the female cheating, you're like, does this happen?
Yeah, there's one. I like it. Okay, so calm down, ladies.
Yeah.
How weird is that? Have you ever met her?
I haven't.
And you don't want to.
No, I always try and leave before she gets there, like
right.
way before. Just because I gotta admit, I have a bit about it in stand-up.
Right.
And I don't, if I get too bitty with this, just let me know.
Sure,
I'll cut it out. But, so I always try and leave before she shows up. Because if I know too much information, I'll feel guilty about doing the bit.
Am I saying something out of line, right?
I'll just think, oh, this is Karen I'm talking about
right.
every time I say it. But
do you notice things, like you know that she was there because you got the warning not to be there, but like when you come back into the place, is it obvious? Yes, the hair's on the pillow,
Did the smell change?
Yeah.
Never a smell. But she has done stuff like move curtains around, and one time she like rearranged all my things in the bathroom.
Huh.
And I'm like, maybe they fucked in the bathroom and then pushed everything around. And then instead of putting it back the way I had it sloppily, she's just like, I'm just going to rearrange these clean.
What weird detective shit you have to do when you get back in.
Yeah, it's a fun little game.
Yeah, that's what rent costs, which is not bad.
Yeah.
Have you ever masturbated in that bed thinking about them just fucking in your bed?
Not them.
Okay.
I mean, plenty of times in that bed, but not thinking about them.
Okay.
Wait, do they fuck in your bed?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Of course they do.
Yeah. It's one bed in the apartment, so.
Oh.
What do you think they do? Bring in a blow up?
I thought it was a 2-bedroom, and since his uncle is married and living somewhere else, they use that bed. Oh, that's so special. Do they change the sheets?
No, but I do.
No shit.
Yeah.
But you would think, like, you're giving me a place to fuck some guy on the DL. I'll bring sheets every time.
Yeah, you'd think.
But I guess when you're a dirty dog, you're a dirty dog.
Well, yeah, it might be like spontaneous sometimes. And she's like, I didn't bring my sheets today. Yeah. I didn't bring my sheets to work today. And the boo wants to hook up.
Right. You never leave something behind. Like, I hope they find this. Yeah. Like, I don't like a little note. Yeah, like, have fun, lovers.
Rose petals on the bed every time.
Leave like a butt plug right there.
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys want, no judgment.
Get adventurous. I don't know.
You ever think of recording it? Leaving a recorder behind?
I have, and I'm just not that interested in it.
We're kind of glad that was a test and you passed.
Yeah, it's their business. I don't give a shit.
Right.
You know, I don't pay rent, so it's whatever.
Does she have kids?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I know so little about it. I've asked him about it once, and he said the only thing he told me is like, it is saving a marriage. So I'm like, all right, whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, adults.
Yeah.
Adults making excuses.
Yeah, or it's him getting $50 each time, saving a marriage.
Now there was one time where like the door handle, like the actual knob to the door, had been breaking.
Okay.
And and there was like a way to finesse it that I would know, but she didn't know that, and so she fully broke the door and was like freaking out. And so she called my uncle, and she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna get locked in here. I'm gonna have to call my husband. It's gonna all get undone."
Right.
And he told her, he's like, "Don't worry, just leave, get out of there." And
run.
Yeah. So she left, and like she left in a hurry. And she left like there was a little bit of dried poop on the bed.
What? Wait, wait, what?
Yeah, there was like poop smears on the comforter.
Wow.
Yeah, so like, and I don't know if she had done that before and just cleaned it up, and this time she didn't have enough time to do that. But there was like that, and then there was toilet paper on the ground, so you could tell there was an attempt made to like clean.
What'd she get worried about being stuck in there, but she was able to leave anyway?
Yeah, I think they just like brute forced it open.
I see.
Because it wasn't closed when I got back. It was like the door was open a little bit, which was a little alarming coming back.
While putting everything together, it's alarming.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, exactly, Hemda.
Oh, yeah. Did it take you a minute to understand that that's shit?
Oh, yeah. It was the thoughts of like chocolate or anything else ran through my mind of like just denial before shit came up, you know?
Do you tell your uncle like in a fun way?
I did. Yeah. Because he knew about the doorknob situation because she was calling him.
Right. She didn't share everything.
And I'm like, did she say what else happened? And he's like, no, what was it? It's like, well, there was shit on the bed.
The husband isn't into that business.
That's how it's in a marriage.
Right. You got to find somebody who's really into that funness. You know what would be fun?
Yeah, to lie to your mate and go, I'm saving you.
Right. Christmas comes around.
Come with me if you want to live.
And you get a card from them.
That would be fun. Just a Christmas card from the wife and her mistress.
Just love.
Not even the husband.
Right.
They're sending out Christmas cards.
Well, I was thinking from the actual family that's supposed to be together.
Oh,
and it's like, hey, just want to say it's been a crazy year at the Millers.
Yeah.
And just want to say happy holidays. We're happy. All we have is each other, and we're making it work. You're like, oh, okay. And then you put the card up in your house, not thinking about it.
Hey, honey, why are we sending a Christmas card to this kid in Chelsea?
Just everybody I know.
Yeah.
Just everyone I know. By the way, 'tis the season. Vistaprint will make your holiday cards and your holiday calendars, Hemda.
Everybody loves these.
Yeah, I do read them. You know, usually it's just people bragging about their families, but they make me laugh, whether they're supposed to or not.
You know what this is like? You know how when you're on Facebook and they go, this is your year, and they get like half the shit wrong? Here, you get to decide.
Oh, yeah.
Right. How do you feel when someone gives you a card or a gift that isn't just bought off the shelf, that when they took a second to put something together? I just got something from Kerry Gravenson, for example, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I do like this. I act like I'm above this, but I'm not. I like a little note that looks like you took a second, and we know the secret now in 2018. It takes no time.
Right.
It's actually no thought. It's more thought to go to a store and buy a pre-made card than it is to turn on your computer and go, this picture, these words, done.
Yeah.
Right.
It looks personal, but it's real easy.
Yeah, it's so easy. No matter where you'll be this holiday season, whether it's skiing the slopes or basking on beaches or hunkering down at home with your loved ones, nothing says happy holidays like custom cards, calendars, and photo gifts from Vistaprint. Okay? Takes no time at all, like I'm saying. They have hundreds of card designs, from timeless classics to the latest trends. Who knew there were latest trends?
In Christmas.
Yes. So get merry and get jolly. Get 50% off all holiday cards and calendars, plus save on other photo gifts at Vistaprint.com. Use this promo code, though. This is the trick. KATG Holiday. One word. Promo code KATG Holiday. That's Vistaprint.com. Promo code KATG Holiday. The offer is valid until January 31st, 2019. But I'm not going to lie to you. The way I celebrate the holidays is like a whole month before that, like now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to start now. You got to do it now.
You got to do it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're not going to like get all of it.
Right.
No, it's just going to be rushed.
Speaking of your stand-up and fucking, I was hearing the story about you're in college.
Yeah.
All right. You're with this woman.
Yeah.
You're trying to be adventurous. You don't really know what you're doing.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Next thing you know, I believe she was blowing you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you try to stick a toe inside her.
Oh yeah. It was spur of the moment. Real creative energy,
right.
and
why not? You never know what to do. It's like if the vagina's around any part of my body, I extend that part. You know, if you're down there, I push my knee into you. That kind of thing. So,
honestly, like I appreciate the thinking outside of the box and right on top of the box.
Right.
I think that's a good. Nice...
I'm trying to think to get into the box.
Right.
Is what I'm trying to do.
And what'd she say to you?
She just basically said, "Hey, don't do that."
Right. No thanks.
Don't do that now or ever again.
And that's the end of sex. I assume, right?
Yeah. And that was. I'll be honest. When I talk about it on stage, it's two different women that I talk about.
Right.
The toe and the vagina girl was like the second girl I hooked up with.
Okay.
And that was the second time I was with her, and we didn't even get to full sex because she's like, "Yeah, I'm not really into this anymore."
All right.
You know what it is though? Like when you're going for a foot thing. You know, you wonder if it's summer. Are you in sweat socks? Like, what am I working with that you're trying to get into that hole? You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I don't. I have no idea how clean my foot was or anything. That didn't even cross my mind.
That's lovely.
I was just dirty in the moment, you know?
Right.
I like that.
Yeah.
So then, coincidentally, because you're in college, and you're taking architecture, you're not into it. You switch majors.
Yeah.
Right? You tell me how much is real, but it sounded pretty real to me.
No, it was real.
You switch majors, and then she has to think, this is because of the toe fucking. You don't have to change your whole life just because I looked at you like a weirdo trying to toe fuck me. And then do you feel like you have to explain to her, no, it's...
I did feel like I had to explain to her. Did I explain to her? Right. Not at all.
Yeah, she doesn't believe you.
We exchanged glances once in a while, and that was pretty much the end of our relationship.
And then you put your head down in shame.
Yeah. I looked at the toes that caused the whole problem.
What makes you switch? What made you be over architecture?
Oh, it was just too much.
Yeah.
There was because it's, you talk to people that were like further ahead and you're like, hey, is it just hard or is it tedious? And they're like, oh, it is both.
Right.
It is hard and tedious.
They like to work you like you're a doctor. Like for no reason, they want you to stay up for 3 days. Like that's really how you're going to build a house. I've had houses built for people. I've seen what they do. They don't do a foundation in 10 years.
No.
Right.
So yeah, it was just like one full night of working, and then I had class the next day. And I remember the teacher like looked at the thing I made and was like, "Oh, this is kind of interesting." And I'm like, "All right, I'm out of here. This is not gonna be good."
I'm making my own style. Everybody talks about the next wave of architecture, but apparently you can get an F.
Yeah, the teacher's like, "You're putting too much toes into your pieces." I don't know what your fascination is.
And what'd you switch to?
I switched to business marketing for a little bit.
Okay.
And that didn't catch on either. And that was when I was getting into comedy. So I'm like, I'm just going to do this.
Right. Is it strange that we're supposed to go to college? That to me, when I tried at all in high school, I was a great student. Okay?
Yeah.
So the final grade, 18 years old, is so easy that compared to the start of college, that would have to be so much more difficult, or it's a waste of money. I never went to college, but that's what I have to assume. Is it strange that we right away we're supposed to know what we're going to do? Or did I just go to a high school with terrible teachers?
Yeah, I think it is kind of strange. I think they should give you more opportunities to explore in high school to see what you want to do. Because then once you get to college, you're like, okay, I know exactly what I want to do. But now,
what's weird about that is since kids can speak, we're asking them what they want to do when they grow up, and we're listening to them. Like, why are you even asking? If you're not going to let them explore during school, if you're just going to teach them the basics, if you're not going to let them pick a major in kindergarten, why do you care what they want to do for a living? Why are you pointing them in that direction where they have to pick at 18 what they're doing for the rest of their life? I think we're teaching them the wrong thing.
Well, I think the kindergarten kids stuff is more just out of entertainment. It's like, oh, you want to be an astronaut? Good luck with that, kid. I don't think that's really trying to gauge what they want to be.
I think it is, and I think it's trying to put them on a track. I think it's like, oh, he wants to be an astronaut, and then it's like, let's see if he's good in science. Just the pressure starts mounting. Are you getting married? You know, I think that starts really, really, really young.
Well, hopefully soon you get a blood test at 5th grade, and they're like, oh, yes, a astronaut.
Yeah. Oh, your blood can stand 4 Gs. Let's get him up there right away.
This is great. Let me mention this. Speaking of beds and speaking of the holiday season, thinking, oh, what gifts should I get to the person who has everything, the person who just bought a nice house, the person who has a family, is bettering their lives, or maybe your pervert friend who's cheating on their I'm talking about Sleep Number beds. I have one. It's the best bed I've ever had in my entire life. You adjust the softness and firmness of the bed on a whim. And then you're thinking, well, I don't want to call in a pit crew. I need the Sleep Number gang to come into my house. I want privacy. No. You do it right on a remote or right on your app. Bzz, bzz. Whole new bed. Honest to God, a whole new bed. Mine has an adjustable heads go up and down. The feet's adjustable. It's fantastic. In fact, I had this bed when I was with my ex, and now I have a new girlfriend. And girls are like, I don't want to be in the same bed. Don't worry, baby, you're not. Bzz. New bed. Ta-da!
Yeah, it was like the only thing that me and my husband didn't fight about when we were buying something.
Yeah.
It's a major purchase, and you have to decide the softness or firmness of a mattress and agree on it. And you have a mattress at least for 10 years. Yeah. But here it's just like, don't worry don't worry how firm or how anything it is. We'll just adjust our own sides.
In the morning, I'm a 70 right now, my Sleep Number. Maybe you're like, Keith, last month you were 35. Yeah, I don't know. I just change it when I want.
Did you have to go to the store and buy a new one?
I just got to figure out what number for adultery,
Right.
That's what I got to figure out.
That's about a 45.
Yeah.
So the next day, that was a little inside information from Hedna. So the next day, you can check your app, and it'll tell you, oh, did you toss and turn it all? 4 a.m, you did. Here's why. Here's how to adjust your bed appropriately. Now, I'm a little jealous of the new beds they have now. They have Sleep Number 360 smart beds that adjust automatically if you toss and turn. Oh. As you toss and turn, you're like, oh, I'm a little uncomfortable. Bzz. You're fixed. That's amazing to me.
It is amazing. It's so amazing. I love technology.
Yeah. I mean, you see all these Christmas commercials with bows on top of cars. No. A bed. That's what you get, all right? Come in and see the newest Sleep Number 360 smart beds. This is not a bed. Well, I was tricked. I'm sure it is a bed, guys. I'm not supposed to fight the copy here, but I think it's a bed. Are you here for our beds? I don't think so. No, you are.
We are beyond beds now.
Right. It's not just a bed. I assume they mean the word just. It's a brighter you for the holidays. That I can agree with. And now through December 24th, get special financing for 48 months on all beds with a Sleep Number credit card, subject to credit approval, equal monthly payments required. Sleep Number is the official sleep and wellness partner of the NFL. Now, you watch this game. I watch the NFL. I don't know what people are talking about when they say, oh, they make it so it's not so dangerous anymore. These guys' heads are falling off in the first quarter. Trust me, it's still dangerous. And my point is, they sleep okay.
Yeah, I think if anyone, an NFL player deserves a Sleep Number bed the most.
Oh, my leg turned inside out today.
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
You know what I mean? They're fine. You'll only find Sleep Number at one of the 575 Sleep Number stores nationwide. Visit sleepnumber.com/KATG. and find the one nearest you. That's sleepnumber.com/KATG. All right. Now, speaking of fucking, Kenda and her celibacy. So
Hello.
She breaks up with her ex.
Yes.
Okay.
And she says, "Okay, I'm gonna get to know myself. Why didn't I see these problems with him that were right in front of my face? I don't want to start a relationship right away. I want to get to know me, and I don't want to have. I don't even want to have sex for a year until I know what am I looking for exactly and who am I."
Wow, Keith, have you been listening?
I hear things.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, am I close?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we created, well, we didn't, but a fan created celibacy.info.
Okay.
And so if you click on that, which I'm going to do right now, it tells you how long I have left. It actually says on top, time left until Chemda gets freaky.
Okay.
Now, they would be so funny if it's like 10, 9, 8, and like just
Right.
at 0, I just start fucking.
Smoke comes out of your computer.
Here's
So-
a starting line, and you're ready, naked behind it.
Yeah, I just stand on the street like, we all know it's here. The Messiah has come into me. So here it says 154 days, 17 hours, 15 minutes, and 27 seconds, 26 seconds, 25, right?
Oh, it's those seconds they're gonna kill you.
Yeah. I watched vagina, never fuck.
It's also like probably the date to when I buzz my vagina. Oh my God, what a jungle.
Oh my God. Can you wait for
Maybe
that?
the day before would
Yeah,
be great.
maybe the day before.
Not really leaving it up to the wire there.
Man, imagine those first date questions. You know what I mean? I'm so light down there. How are you?
No, right?
Oh,
Do you guys feel a breeze? It's something new in the air.
It is so cold in my crotch right now.
Right.
So here's kind of bad news, right?
Okay.
So I didn't know the date that I broke up. I'm bad at dates, like, this major thing happened that you're supposed to remember, especially when it's sad. I'm like, I don't know, it just happened a while ago.
Yeah.
Please don't make me
Sure.
remember a date in that way.
Right.
So I guessed at May 15th because it was around when we got back from LA and there was a little time pass and around. So I'm talking to Xerxes and he goes, I know the date that it happened. And I'm like, this can't be good. He never remembers any date, not happy ones, not sad ones. And, ever since we broke up, people are like, oh, I can tell you this now. And I'm like, oh, my God. And I just kind of hold my breath, like, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Like, here's something I didn't like.
Tell
about
me it
him.
wasn't May 15th. Lucky numbers. You guessed it.
It was not May 15th. It was actually May 23rd. And the reason
Okay.
he knows that is because Hennessy came to his place as soon as he left, which makes sense. We're close with him. We're mutual friends. And it was his kid's birthday.
So it's the kid's birthday, and that's when Hennessy unloaded to him?
Yeah, he just comes by like, oh yeah, happy birthday, kid. Anyway, Chemda just kicked me out of the house. So now...
And then did he want to stay there for a bit?
he stayed there for a bit. Well, they're really cool. So
Yeah, happy birthday.
Yeah. So
We had a surprise party planned, but now the venue is no longer applicable to us.
I want my friends to know I'm not so cool. How about that?
terrible, right?
It's weird.
So anyway, happy birthday, Zoe, May 23rd.
Right.
I'm gonna be busy that day.
So every birthday, you do have like an anniversary date. You can't help but remember forever.
Right. Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
Xerxes shouldn't have told you that.
Nah, that's fine.
Well, what are you going to say? It's not fine?
No, he did ask. He goes, I know the date. Do you want to know?
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It can't be good. Cannot be good when somebody goes, do you want to know?
He should say, do you want to know? And you will never forget this date.
Yes.
Party at
Do
my
you want to
place.
know? It's going to hurt you, but do you want to know?
So if we can adjust celibacy.info,
So now it's even more days.
it's even more days. It's about a week more.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow, my $20 bed is looking better and better.
Do you really think I'm just going to blow the celibacy and give you $20?
Yeah, you fall in love.
Fall in love.
And
L-O-L-O-L-O-L.
that's how love works. You never know.
Now, is your bet,
you'd be laughing if you said fairly soon, a year or so after my divorce, I fell in love with someone with 3 kids.
I would have said yes.
Well, sure. But I would have laughed. But, here we are. So, yeah, you'll be happy. You don't want to lose this bet, but $20, you finally have sex. You'll be like, I'll give you a $10 tip. Please, what are you going to care?
is the bet just any time before the clock runs out?
Yes.
Or is it? Okay.
Yeah, but I put like extra shit on myself like an idiot.
No
It's-
kissing.
Yeah, no nothing. No flirting. No when people are in the same room as us, it's obvious that we're the ones who are going to be fucking in like 3 months. You know what I mean? None of that shit.
You can't lock eyes with a man for more than 5 seconds.
Exactly. I look at their boobs now.
If there's a handshake and the thumb lingers, I'm like,
right. Yeah.
No, I don't care about that. We're talking kissing, fingers, all that stuff.
Kissing, fingers, all that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. What am I gonna do? Read your mind? No, I'm talking physical.
A side boob count. I'm joking. Of course it counts. Look at Keith's face. It's okay.
It doesn't count for you. It counts for the man. If you see his side boob.
Right. Well, how would a side boob? Well, I don't even know what that means. Yeah, okay. You know what? Give me $20 now. If I think of someone's name at night, I'm not going to do anything. Yeah. Okay, Hemda. Well, just pay me. $18 you can get out of it right now. I follow Hemda, obviously, on the social media, and she wrote, I just bought a USB vibrator. Which I don't trust anything you plug into a computer. I don't trust computers, let alone...
Can you keep files on that thing?
Right. I just bought a USB vibrator from the adult DVD store down the block. I love New York. See, you wonder who's keeping those DVD stores in business.
Can I tell? I was so... Oh, okay. So it was the afternoon. I decided to have some delight. And...
so vomitous.
How is this vomit?
I don't know. They're just words. Picture you explain this to a kid. So one day you'll meet somebody, want to have a little delight. Yeah. And the kid's like, that's gross, Mom.
What is ice cream? What is delight?
What is so gross about adult delights?
It's tasty delight.
Oh, I'm going to win. Anyways.
So I've had this vibrator. Do
you name it?
No, this one.
Okay.
I name it. Please. So I tried to turn it on. It wasn't turning on. I'm like, God damn it. These battery fucking situations are going to be the death of me.
I'm ready for delight.
Now, since it's USB, do you have to put it in your pussy and then take it out and turn it upside down and put it back in your pussy?
And then turn it around and I had it right the first time.
Yeah, absolutely.
It always takes 3 times to get that vibrator started.
Well, this one wasn't USB. I never had a USB one. This one was just like you press a button and the batteries, make it go. Mm-hmm. So, of course, now I'm like, fuck. I think last time I already took all the batteries out of the remotes that I have. You should see my place.
Nothing works. Nothing works in her house. She can't even open a drawer. Do you know what I mean? Like everything's broken because she uses these vibrators so much.
If you come to my house after one of these fucking situations where I can't find batteries, you will notice that everything is like undone and batteries are, it's like the back of everything is off.
I caught her once.
Just looks like a battery battlefield. Yes. Dead batteries everywhere.
just please.
I surprise visited her once and I caught her bleeding her register. And I don't know what that had to do with anything, but I know it was vibrator related.
What's bleeding the register?
Yeah, when you take like the gas, the air or the water out of the register. My point is, you're tearing your house apart just so you can get off. This is why your house is 2 stars messy.
Yeah, what's a smoke detector but a couple of batteries?
But I got so excited because I have a screen that comes down with a remote. And I pressed the button. I'm like, oh, the screen's coming down. Great. I took the batteries out of that because obviously they're working. And I'm like, AAA, fucking A, awesome. I put it in the vibrator, and I'm like, please. You can. I think if the neighbors can hear me, they will hear me begging my vibrator.
I'll do anything.
Yeah, please, I'll come so fast.
Right. Now that just seems like you're playing with fire, because if you get halfway through and the vibrator dies, you're just really frustrated.
Thank you for understanding, because that's what was happening. It was turning on for a second. I'm like, okay, no, fuck. Yeah. I'm trying to beat it.
Like you're doing, like your vagina is a bowl of eggs. Hemda takes the vibrator out every so often and bangs it on the table. Then it works again. Like a nose hair trimmer that's dying.
You just need to get like a potato with wires connected to it, to your vibrator.
Don't give me ideas right now. I have time. Okay, so
she's grown more potatoes than they did on Mars.
So now I'm just like, fuck. You know when you already plant, like I was already jerking off in my head. It's not gonna, this has to happen. Yeah. So, and I like to do it with a vibrator. It's like very difficult for me to do it by hand. Okay. So I'm just like, oh God, this is broken. I need to throw it out. I have to admit it, because for like 10 times minimum, I was like, yeah, nope.
Do you start thinking for a second, like, what about a coffee frother? Like, do you start thinking?
Ow! Okay. Oh my God!
All right, just checking.
No, I'd sooner put my own toe in my vag.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Give it a shot.
Have you tried that?
No, I'm trying to think if I can do that. Just a little more yoga, and I'm there.
All
right. So
she comes in a foot cast.
Yeah,
we got to play dumb.
I would recommend cleaning it thoroughly beforehand.
My toe?
Yeah.
All right, fair. Okay, so now I admit, okay, I can't beat the clock. I can't beat it with a little, zzz that I'm getting. And I'm like, I have to go buy a new one. And Amazon could deliver in an hour, probably, but I didn't even think of that. And so
the drones.
Yeah.
She thinks the drone is the vibrator. She's like, what's this little box? I got all excited.
I try to climb on the drone when it gets there. Thanks, man. So I said to myself, I can't believe that I'm about to Google this, but I need to. And I'm like, vibrator in Long Island City or something like that.
.com?
Yeah.
What a world we live in.
It's just Google.
33rd Street and 16th Avenue.com horny.
Just hornedup.com.
Right.
Hornedupinlic.com.
Yeah, we already know where you are. We're the future.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Siri, where? Come on.
Right.
And I noticed, holy shit, that place down the block that I never really paid attention to because who goes there? Literally says like DVDs in the... Right. How is that? The whole neighborhood is changing. So I'm like, oh, I wonder when that thing is going to die, It just feels like that in the neighborhood. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to be a person walking in there today.
Something tells me that the DVDs aren't the hot ticket at that store anymore.
I was wondering. Actually, I looked up on... I think Yelp came up with this thing, and there were pictures. So I actually searched through the store to see if they sold vibrators. Like I looked on their shelves, online because I didn't want to go in there. I'm like, let me map this out. I'm going to go straight to the vibrators, fucking put on the shelf, not have a conversation, not look anyone in the eye and leave. And what's interesting is I've gone into these stores, no problem, like in the city, in the West Village or wherever, just walking in, looking for like an outfit, a vibrator, whatever you're looking for that day. No problem. Everyone's super nice. But for some reason in my neighborhood, and I'm like, oh my God, is this a thing that I'm doing? Like when Giuliani got rid of all the stuff and everyone's like, not in my neighborhood. I'm doing that thing where it's like not in my neighborhood. And I go, no, it's because it's Queens. It's by a bridge. It's next to like,
it's seedy, right?
It's weird. The ones in Manhattan, I'm just like, this doesn't feel seedy. Right. It feels like someone can help me and I have a conversation with them.
You walk in and there's too many things to sniff. You know what I mean?
It's just odd. No
a lot of droppers in these
hopefully
places.
There's not a lot of smells on them yet. Hopefully they're not returns.
Right? So I looked through the store online first, and I noticed they have a whole shelf. I'm like, do they have the kind of vibrator I want? Yes. Okay. Yeah. I walk in. I'm like, do I say hi to the guy? Do I not? I said hello. I go to the wall.
Excuse me, sir. Do you have an HDMI vibrator, please?
See, I didn't even know that I was looking for that. I just thought I like the egg. The egg is really good. It has a remote usually that, is not down where the vibrator is. It's in your hand, and then you're vibrating with the other hand. It's great. So
sounds great.
It's so great. So there's this USB one. I'm like, oh my God, I'm never going to run out of power.
Yeah.
This is so exciting. Buy it.
Okay.
What I realized is as soon as you plug it in, it starts buzzing. There's no on and off switch. There's no...
So it's buzzing plugged into your computer?
Yeah, as soon as it plugs in.
You just have to straddle your laptop between your legs.
It does it. There's no not only is there not an on-off switch, there's not the usual thing that comes with the egg is it has low mode and you can slowly wheel it into high mode. Here it's just fucking, we're going.
Yeah.
Yeah. But what I realized is, my hand could do the other parts. You can press low and then harder, and that's okay. You know what I mean?
But so just to be clear, you plug it into the computer to charge it.
Not to charge. As soon as I plugged it in, it starts going.
Plugged it into what?
To the USB port.
In a computer.
Yeah, you see the...
Yeah, in a computer.
Yeah,
now, does it run while not plugged in? Like if you charge it for a bit? Oh, so it only runs plugged in.
Yes, that was so weird to me. And then
wait. Yeah. So it's a vibrator. It has a cord and then a USB thing. So it has to be plugged in all the time for you to use it.
Yeah, you see the thing that you put your phone into your...
I follow.
Okay. I was just picturing a vibrator with a dildo with a USB jack on the very end of it. Yeah. So it stuck out of the laptop like a horn.
That's funny, and I just jammed my laptop into me.
That's what I was thinking.
So there's nothing subtle about it on an airplane.
No, it's so loud and vibrates so hard. And thank you. So I it was weird because...
Now that I think about it,
Oh, boy.
Henda's computer has never died in the last couple weeks. Usually she forgets and needs to plug it in. She's had no problems recently. That's interesting. Yeah.
Well, what happened was I realized I'm like the only person who doesn't watch porn. This is beautiful because I'm like, oh, do I have to have my laptop open while I'm doing it? Turns out you don't. You can even close your laptop. It's plugged in and you're going away. But then I'm thinking, oh.
And you're going away. You hear these little words?
We're getting rocketed to the moon. That's what you do.
You close it, you get rocketed to the moon. And then
I don't know how to tell you this.
Taking a trip to Thailand, if you know what I mean.
I'm that good.
Oh, wow.
I love me.
Did you ever think I mean, I don't want to say this after the fact. It's almost rude. But you could turn the alarm on your phone, set it, and then shove the whole thing up you.
Yeah, of course I thought about that.
I don't know.
Did you hear what I went through that
You
day?
sounded desperate. Maybe
Yes.
you did.
Yeah, isn't that a little thick, a phone? Or
Don't judge me.
I mean, I'm just in
She's
general.
born now. She's born.
I will shove whatever I want in there.
All I know is babies come out of there, bro. It can handle your iPhone.
But I realized that most people do want their laptop to be open while they're vibrating. I just don't watch porn.
Right.
But I'm going to. I just need to write down what my friends keep telling me. Because I'll talk to friends and be like, I don't even know which website I go to. And they're like, go to this website, click on this fucking thing, and do your searches. And I'm just like, man, I got to write it down.
Yeah.
I just haven't written it down.
Dude. And the trick is to not go any deeper than what your friends tell you. Because that's where you get in real trouble.
Well, that they keep reminding me, like, incognito window is very important, you know.
I bet they have a vibrator. And I can't get you this for Christmas. It'd be too weird. But I bet they have one that you plug into the computer and then you play a video or a program and it changes to what's happening on the screen.
Ooh.
Oh, like I, fake jerk someone off so I can get off?
Huh?
That's my video game that I would play. What am I doing? I'm getting cherries in a bowl? Like, what's happening?
No, he's saying like a vibrator that syncs up to whatever video you're playing.
What are you ever saying, Hemda? How did we do this show for a decade and a half?
You don't understand my dirty talk? This is where we went wrong.
A guy's fucking you on the screen or is fucking a woman, and then that's how the vibration changes.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I can't be inventing that, right?
So your like stimuli will hook up, will sync up.
I just came. I'm sorry.
She loves descriptions.
If you're just coming at the pitch, wait until you get the real product.
If you love reading about fucking, you're gonna love cherries in a bowl.
But at this point, I know, Keith, you keep thinking I'm horned up and like just...
No. I just, guys, and where our brain goes.
But I don't feel like having sex with anyone. Like, no one has even been, like, tempting me enough to be, like, rethinking celibacy or, like, any hint of that.
Your body was ready for May 15th.
Oh, now I gotta adjust.
Now it's May 23rd.
Yeah.
You want a double or nothing? I mean, like, you want to go $40 instead of $20?
What I'm hearing, I'll go $4,000. What are we talking about?
Don't tempt me.
Yeah. Once May 16th comes around, you're going to be like, fuck.
It feels so right.
Yeah.
Does anyone else want to bet me? Because I am only horned up for myself right now.
No, your Hennessy sent that file that's in your VIP package right now about the breakup. It's so silly that Henda's angry at it, and she thinks that she can take more bets now.
She sent the file over by dildo via USB.
Right. But soon that'll wear off, and she'll be fucking, posts.
When do you think I'll wear off? Because I'm thinking if I'm going to have any trouble, it's going to be in the spring.
You didn't tell Hennessy that, like, I'll give you $10 if you keep me not horny for anybody, right? Because you have to say if you did that. That's not fair.
I think if you make it past the winter, you'll be fine. Because the winter is really when people are, like, lonely, right?
The winter depression. Yeah. They call it the
cuffing
the white horniness. Yeah.
But I get that completely, but it's so bundly and shitty that I don't think of sex like in the summer because you're half naked and just sweaty. It's awesome. Yeah. That's right. Everything is horny. You're hot and sweaty in the summer.
Can we go back to cherries in a bowl? Did you think like you're playing a game like Candy Crush?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now I follow.
Yeah, you know what was like the fucking weirdest part is you looking at Andrea, and Andrea is just as disgusted as you were.
But we're trying to figure it out.
My fucking...
It's like, what?
Andrea, do you believe I'll make it to my celibacy? Oh, she's got shit to say. Holy fuck.
Here we go.
Now, me and Andrea started a whole entire bank account that we're going to bet you with. It's our savings.
Yes, Andrea.
Cherries in a bowl, baby. I actually...
Oh, she came over to my house later the day that I bought that vibrator, and I left the thing out.
Sure.
Yeah.
Just on the coffee table.
It's called iSex.
The iSex. Yes. Very clever title.
She goes, oh, iSex class.
Meanwhile, I bet it comes in discreet brown packaging, but you open it up and it says iSex.
Yeah, that's
on
the porn reboot of iRobot. It's just iSex.
I know this porn store. It's so cheesy.
It's gross, right?
Yeah, it has like huge titted mannequins. All these porn stores. It's like, what mannequin factory are you getting these from?
Right, they don't even sell clothes, but there's mannequins.
Yeah, it's just huge. Yeah,
you don't want each tit to be bigger than the torso of the mannequin.
Oh, wildly bigger.
You just feel weird, like looking at the window of this store.
Yeah,
it doesn't fit. It's like, next to, I don't know, normal neighborhood shit. I don't know.
It's next to a Dunkin' Donuts, actually, which kind of does fit the brand of the whole block.
That's true, because I have 2 Dunkin' Donuts like a block away from me. This is the homeless one.
Yeah, you go to the porn store, you buy the iSex, you go to the Dunkin' Donuts, you jerk off. There's a guy with the laptop, and the Dunkin' Donuts is always sleeping.
He lives there.
Yeah, he's iSexing.
Do you see? Let me tell you, I'm gonna just run through like 2 or 3 characters that we always see in the Dunkin' Donuts. The guy in the laptop, whose stomach can't even fit into the seat.
No, you have to respect the guy with the laptop. You don't get in his face.
Yes.
It's his kingdom.
Everyone leaves him alone.
Yep.
Okay, then there's
And it's not his laptop also.
No.
But it is his dildo plugged into it.
He's classy. Yeah. So then there's this guy who only hangs out like outside of it, super tall, but bent over literally 90 degrees at least. His head is like only facing the ground.
Yeah.
And he only walks around just pacing in front of the Dunkin' Donuts.
It's like one of the saddest blocks in New York City, for sure. Yeah. I wouldn't want to be going there for my sexy time.
Yeah, it's really, really weird.
How much was your iSex?
Like 30.
So it's $30,
Reasonable.
but you can just ask the guy that runs the store to finger you for $5. So you have to determine, do you want to...
Did you have any coupons that you used?
Right. You know what? He had too much of a conversation with me. I was like, you...
Well, you're the one who came in saying, hi.
Hi. I took the battery out of my protector. I'm so horny.
I'm new to life in a city. Hi.
Well, here's the sitch. I was going through my house.
Do you look at my face? Do you think I'll make it 6 more months?
I'm trying to shove a Game Boy up my vagina, and things are getting very serious.
Do you notice other people now have iSexes with them, like when you buy a car and all of a sudden everyone has that car?
Yeah.
Everyone
was waiting around the block for the new iSex to come out.
You get the system upgrade, the battery dies in the middle. You're like, God damn it, you really did pave me into a corner.
Oh, no headphone jacks on this iSex anymore? Come on.
So good.
I actually do think you'll make it. I believe in you. But I feel like I know a lot more about details of your relationship that I'm like, oh, she needs a minute to heal.
Okay.
You know? So,
all right.
I believe in you.
Were you running here to say that you believe in me, or was there other shit?
I don't know. I was just having fun. Cherries in a bowl got me excited. And I was like, what weird shit is she going to say?
Do you think that I will start having sex like on May 24th?
No, because you don't even want to be like, you're not even trying to approach people. Like, Hemda will come up to me and be like, I think I accidentally flirted with someone by looking in their direction for too long. And I wrote them a letter.
They were trying to hold the door for me, but I said, no, you first.
Yeah, and I need to, I went to a meeting and I told everyone about it. And so you're being hyper vigilant to try to not be sexual towards anybody. How are you going to, are you going to do a 1-day turnaround where you're like, going to iSex and it's too...
I caught her on the street today. Somebody yells at her, hey, pretty smile. And she goes, oh, I'm sorry. Did I put that out there? Are you okay?
True. Yeah. It's true. And what I discovered actually talking about this, and I actually just told Andrea this yesterday, I caught myself, and you guys have heard me on the show say, because I remember this once, and I think at least twice, that I said, no one has hit on me in years. And when I went home, or when I thought about it for a second, I'm just, why am I saying that more than once? Why is it even a thing? Like, what's going on? And then I realized oh, I was always being accused of people hitting on me. Like always.
Like Hennessy was always saying that people were hitting on you.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
Like, did he say that you were egging it on with your
No. He totally believed me, but didn't trust them. And it's like, you know, when people would like fucked up hit on me, like on the show, like, you know, the kind that doesn't matter. Right. Like, you know, some dude is here drunk and decide like that I pushed him into a corner. He's like, now I want to fuck you sort of shit. Right. Like that dialogue.
Like, I'm being mean to you because I'm in love with you.
Yeah. Shit like that.
Professionalism from a male colleague.
But, you know, I've also sat here across from dudes and they start talking about their dick and I'm like, let me see it. You know what I mean? But interestingly enough, and I don't know how to say this without sounding like a crazy person, those were all very legit. Like Keith was also going, let me see your dick, and nobody thought I was
Leland,
being weird.
show us your dick. Now we'll go to the dick segment of the show, which we told you about beforehand.
It's in the shop right now.
Yeah.
But I was so careful, and I would check myself. I would be like, hey, do you think a guy can come in here and think, you know, that I mistaken because I joke around with people, I try to be warm, and because Hennessy was always saying, like, people misunderstand your warmth, like, you don't understand guys, and everyone's hitting on you. Like, literally, we would argue, I'm like, please, you cannot believe that everybody's hitting on me.
No, I think
you just can't.
A younger you was maybe more, like, giggly and You're a very flirtatious person naturally with lots of people, but as you've gotten older, I think I cut that shit out. Yeah, you've definitely, like, I was even listening to the show today from years back, and you had much more of like a oh my god kind of cadence. You're not like that at all anymore. Like, I would never.
There's nothing fun going on now.
No, she's just at Dunkin' Donuts, vibrating.
I think that's why when I say, like, oh, that person's good looking, and Andrea's like, you want to fuck Paul Hooper? I'm like, oh my God, no, I don't. I promise I'm not being inappropriate. I promise I don't want to do it. I promise I just hit like on his Instagram because I'm being friends with him. He just happens to look nice. I don't know how to, and I started panicking. Like, did I do this? Am I putting it out without realizing it? Did I make Paul feel uncomfortable? Just me, like, you know, commenting on his thing. Like, now, you know, Andrea's in my head, like, oh, look at these dudes commenting on my things. I'm like, am I commenting wrong?
Am I the devil on your shoulder being like, stop being a whore? I don't think it's me that did that. I think it's Hennessy that did that. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Weird, right?
Was it to fuck with you or insecurities because he was less than faithful?
Well, you know, that ran in my mind. I'm like, the only people who are that jealous all the time are the people who are doing, like, how come you weren't clear on how you were talking to women, but you were so clear on how men were talking to me? I agree.
Yeah, I think it's the latter. I think it's less than you're projecting what weird shit that you're doing, so she has to be doing the same weird shit.
And also, I think it's a control thing too, unfortunately. Yeah. Like, you know, and you kind of, you know, you're in a marriage, so you don't think this is control because, control your fucking self. Like, have decorum of sorts. And I have, like, a very artsy job where, you know, I am talking very openly to both sexes, and who knows what the fuck kind of sex.
Talking about it constantly.
Right.
Now, my girlfriend told me today, she goes, somebody jerked off to me on the subway. I'm like, yeah. Stay safe. Of course.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I always, you know, I've been blocking people for a very, very long time.
Yeah. Well, unblock, baby. May 25th.
Yeah. Go back into the books and unblock all of them.
No, I'm just gonna wake up free one day. She's gonna start shivering, counting the days on that website like Homer Simpson stopping drinking beer for a month.
And that day is gonna be December 12th.
I believe in you.
Thank you.
Don't make me a fucking asshole.
I feel like Andrea...
You slapped the dicks out of her hands.
Yeah.
No.
Andrea believes in me in a bad way, though. Like, you're not over this. You're not going to be over this.
You're going to be fucked up for the rest of your life.
And Keith is like, just fuck. You're going to be fucked up anyway.
Right.
Just fuck it out. Honestly, punch him in the face.
Both sides.
I know.
Valid points.
I get that. Right. Yeah.
Just a quick thing to put everything into perspective. Andrea, do we hate men right now? Yes or no?
Good.
I'm okay. Yeah, cool. I'm out of a breakup, but it's amicable. My this breakup and the previous one I've remained like friendly with them. Right. So I think I'm out of the phase of my life of breakups where I'm like, I can't even look at, like, I talked to him yesterday.
Just to catch you up, Leland, she met a guy once in LA. And we're trying to see if she's okay now.
Fell in love. Every
That's
relationship
foul.
is significant. We hung out 4 times.
It was a big week, right?
And then we spoke in novels for 6 months.
Love at first sight, and then no other sight again.
There was sight, and then I saw things that were non-negotiables.
Well, once you have sight, it's like, oh, I can't undo it.
Also, someone dicks you down so good that you can't fucking listen. Learn how to do a thing or two, and I'll follow you anywhere.
Right? I was just going to say, you want to learn how to control me? I fucking robot.
Yeah.
iSex.
iSex me, and you can literally punch me in the face.
Yep. I actually believe that. You can literally punch me in the face. I might be into it. I don't know.
Get me a cappuccino and iSex me, and that's honestly where
Which you can do on the same corner, apparently.
Yes! That Dunkin' Donuts is the keystone to my heart. It's like the Rosetta Stone. Yeah.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let me mention this. When you get your bed, you need the sheets that go with it, don't you? You need Brooklinen sheets.
Fucking lean it.
Yeah. I know someone that could use some sheets.
Yeah. That's all right. Now, you spend a third of your life in sheets. This holiday season, it's a great time for a bedding upgrade for you or a loved one. Okay?
Buy it for the love.
Right. In Leland's case, both.
When you don't want to give a shit.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend's a little fancy, and she loves these sheets. 5-star hotel sheets, not expensive, shouldn't be so difficult to find, and now it's not. All right, they work directly with the manufacturers. You know that. Get out the middleman, sell directly to the customers. Brooklinen sheets are the best, most comfortable sheets I've ever slept on. I'll tell you that. Now it's time for your upgrade. I'm not just here bragging. What, a segment where I'm just bragging and I'm not going to give you information. Brooklinen.com is giving you an exclusive offer. Get $20 off and free shipping when you use promo code POUND, P-O-U-N-D, at brooklinen.com. Okay? By the way, when I was dating, that's when we started using this code. It made the whole town. These sheets. The sheets are the center of Pound Town.
Yeah.
Okay?
Absolutely.
Dating was working out. Brooklinen is so confident in their product that all their sheets, comforters, and towels come with a lifetime warranty. I even have Brooklinen towels, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, so if you want to fuck in the bathroom, too.
Yeah. The only way to get $20 off and free shipping is to use promo code POUND at brooklinen.com. That's BROOKLINEN.com. Promo code POUND. These really are the best sheets ever. Okay?
As we were talking about the iSex stuff, we're now going live on YouTube, so I'm looking at the chat, and they're making up T-shirts based on what we just said. I want a T-shirt that says kissing, fingers, all that stuff. And then there's another one by Beth. Thanks, Beth. Just a little more yoga, and I'm there.
Right. Do you worry about, I worry about robots taking over. I don't know if you do, and would you be nervous about, this iSex is collecting data?
I have been watching a lot of the robots will be taking over movies. Now that Xerxes and I are getting super cool.
Right.
Yeah, I think it seems like robots taking over is very much gonna happen.
When I was a kid, it was a little silly. Then we get more and more information as I became an adult. And now those movies that were silly don't seem so silly.
Yeah.
Like a Terminator, I can believe minus the time travel. Maybe in 10 years, I'll believe in time travel. Who knows? But as for the robots taking over part, I can see it. I feel like I am seeing it.
Yeah.
And I can still.
We're opting in every time.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can I know you, Leland. You have a joke where you talk about how boring baseball is, but you like the movie Sandlot, and so your friends are saying, well, how can you like Sandlot if you don't like baseball? Well, it's a movie, he says. I don't know anything about the fur trade, but I like 101 Dalmatians. But that's me in these robot movies. Yes, I like, I love the movie Fatal Attraction. I hate crazy chicks.
Is that what you got out of it?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Terminator, that's a good movie. But these robots are scary. These robots now. Because I would see a robot movie, and you see they had lasers in their eyes. And I'm like, well, a human being had to make these robots. So who the fuck is putting lasers in robots' eyes?
Yeah.
But they are. They do that. You can see it online very easily. They make robots that breathe fire. They make robots that have nerves, meaning they could feel pain. Because these nerds just get bored and they go, let's teach a robot anger.
Have you seen the ones that are like from Boston Dynamics, that company where it's just like
they open doors, they go down, they go downstairs, they can walk over ice.
It looks like a deer without a head, and then they just kick it and be real mean to it, but it just gets back up and keeps going.
Yeah, the humans are kicking the robots down, and the robots don't fall over, and they get more angry.
Well, the thing is we've always talked about why don't we just unplug it, and I always thought that was the sensible solution. Right. We'll always be able to unplug it, but what we're learning about how they grow in intelligence and how they could just render us just not just we don't need you.
I feel like that would be the decisive turning point for robots. Once they figure out how to protect their energy, and then it's like, we're done.
Well, they're never going to forget to plug themselves in. They'll be ready. Robots can now take raw materials and make other robots.
Yeah, I mean, we forget to eat. How dumb are fucking we go, this is cancerous, and then we smoke it. Like, the robots are not doing that.
And they can easily work together because they speak the same language, which is everything.
Right.
Yeah. They're not confused by an accent. They're not confused about it like a Spanish person talking to a French person, where the word glad is just a little different. Everything is 1 or 0, dead or alive. That's it. And they're going to read our diaries, meaning our blogs, our social medias, figure out everything we're up to, compare that to Urban Dictionary, find out we're pieces of shit, racist, sexist assholes, and they'll wipe us out.
Yeah, wasn't there like 2 robots that they put together and they were like talking to each other, and after like a day they invented their own language?
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, we got to stop this right now. This is not good.
No, it's scary. And
isn't there a huge possibility that they're already making this happen? Because they're not going to do it in front of our faces like it is some weird, Batman movie where at the end he's lowering someone into lava and he escapes the last minute.
Right.
It's just going to happen.
It's going to be gradual.
Oh, yeah, these computers, they don't have a sense of humor like a James Bond movie.
Yeah.
But first, let me tell you my plan. They're like, your dad beep bop. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And
they don't want to get cute about it.
They'll never think you're smarter than a robot either, just because we made the first ones. Okay? You're not smarter than a calculator. 6,200 times 43.5. What is it? It's your dead. That's the answer.
And everyone's always got that that plan is like, I'm going to defeat it with logic. I'm going to tell it a problem that it can't solve. And it's like, what if the robot doesn't have ears and it just can't listen to you?
I must figure out tic-tac-toe. No, you're dead. You're dead.
What is love? I'm done.
I'm not worth living. Right.
Are you kidding? The robots will just show us porn and we'll just stop anything we're doing.
Right.
Like, I never saw this one.
Yeah. Right. Well, you're about to be able to stop the main computer at the main station. Then it goes, or bzzz, put this inside you. Yeah. You're like, oh, does look fun.
What about this clickbait? 3 things you don't know about men. It's like, oh boy.
Would you rather let me take over your computer and keep fucking yourself, or do you want to deal with this now? Just what do I click on?
I think that's what's going to happen is the robots are going to try and lull us into thinking that it'll be a better life with them in control, and then when we give them too much power, it's going to be done. We won't be able to go back.
Absolutely. They're already doing that. We go, terms and conditions, read them, go.
Right.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Right.
If I masturbate too much, you're going to light my vagina. Yes. Small print. Goodbye.
Right. And then those cute little books, like How to Survive a Robot Uprising, that just makes that makes people think that the whole game is silly. Mm-hmm. I read one for actually the author of How to Survive a Robot Uprising was here. And I'm thinking, no, to me, though, it's a real thing. And you're saying, when you see a robot, just act like you're a malfunctioning robot and you can't transmit data.
Yeah.
Like, then they'll take a screwdriver and put it through your eye to fix you.
That's like the same thing.
That's the dumbest fucking thing I ever heard.
That's like the same thing that's happened to zombies. Zombies used to be like scary, and now it's just been like cartoonified in culture. And everyone's like, oh, zombies are silly and fun now. It's
Please, they'll just change Google Maps so we drive into the ocean. Half of us are gone, and then they'll deal with the other half.
And we're like, but we have guns.
Right.
Yeah, you do. Just keep kissing them and going to sleep next to your guns.
No, carry a screwdriver with you. Carry Windex with you at all times. I always have Windex on me because when I spray down my electronics, it seems to break immediately. So keep Windex with you, and you hope for the best. But no, it's not a joke.
Water guns filled with Windex. That's how we're gonna beat them.
Yeah, I mean it's the only chance we got. Amazon warehouse in New Jersey. 24 Amazon workers hospitalized after robot punctures bear spray in the warehouse.
What?
Whoa.
Now, 24 workers.
Now, to be fair, did the robot think there were bears in the warehouse? Right. It's like, we got to get these out of here.
1 worker was in critical condition. 30 more were sickened and treated on the scene. The primary cause of hospitalization was difficulty breathing.
That's so scary.
The bear spray contains the primary ingredient in pepper spray for humans. Now, you might think, okay, is this the kid-friendly tear gas that they're using at the borders on those kids? No, it seems to be the totally bad one.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole. An automated machine accidentally punctured a 9-ounce bear repellent can, releasing concentrated capsaicin. All right, that's no good. And then I'm reading an article about
But why did the robot do that?
I'm bored.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Who knows? It's fine.
They took away his holiday pay.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck you guys.
It's got meaty hands. It's going to make accidents.
No overtime this week? Well, let's see how you like bear spray.
No, they put a testing robot into the fulfilling orders section. You know? It's like, let me make sure this works. Psst, smells good.
Oof.
Oh, okay.
Who knows? Hackers are remotely controlling industrial robots now, is an article I'm seeing. So people are fucking around hacking robots in Amazon, for example. This will be funny. Let me make the Toyota arm swing around.
Yeah, now I like that. 'Cause then you'll get stuff like a Toyota truck will come out as just a big penis. And they're like, what is this? And it's like, oh, Pretty Girl 69 changed your truck into a dick.
Right, until we die, we'll have a couple laughs.
Yeah.
You can follow Leland Long online. Twitter is Bonafide Leland.
Yeah.
Same with the Instagram.
It's
all right there. And like I said, he's the co-host of the weekly stand-up show Tyrannosaurus at RAR, R-A-R Bar in Long Island City. Tuesdays, 9 p.m. You can check it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And will you be doing a silent trailer with us after the show?
Yeah. Absolutely.
How do you feel about that?
I feel woefully underprepared,
Okay.
but excited nonetheless.
Would you have studied up?
Probably not.
Right, because you have the iSex, and that keeps you busy.
Yeah.
So, can't watch all the movies.
I've been too busy cleaning down my house.
Yeah. Too busy bleaching every surface in my apartment.
Thank you guys very much.
Check out our YouTube page. We're going to do the after show, and we have a bunch of really fun exclusive stuff happening there. So go to YouTube, look for Keith and the Girl.